What's up, everybody? Welcome to Friendship Frequency. This is a podcast where we talk about our real life struggles and what has worked for us. We get real, we get vulnerable, and discuss our everyday lives. And we invite you to go on this journey to better yourself along with us. I'm Taff Johnson.
I'm Aaron Whitmore.
And this is who we are, and this is what we do. Hola.
My friend, how's it going on this fine Sunday?
It's going. It is going. So far, so good. Day's still early. We'll see what kind of chaos we can get into. Just kidding.
It's supposed to be nice today. It's supposed to be 72.
I know. I'm living for it. Yesterday was beautiful. Yesterday was so nice outside. So we went on the walk yesterday morning, and that was good. I definitely needed that. And then we went and did the dress fitting. We found the dress. It's nice. Beautiful. Definitely emotional. It was, and I was telling Ashley this, it was like I would have loved to have that moment with my mom, right? Like through all the trials and tribulations and everything, like I think every girl kind of dreams of having that moment with their mom. And being able to watch Ashley and her mom have that moment, like that healed like a little piece of me. Like I was obviously, happy for Ashley and taking pictures and stuff of her, but I was more focused on getting pictures of Ashley's mom looking at Ashley, and I wanted to be able to give her those pictures. It was really cool. It was a really good moment. There were several.
That's awesome.
Of course, in the dress studio, they play like the love songs and all this stuff. And at one point they played mine and Jason's wedding song. And I was like, I text Jason and I'm like, not they're playing our wedding song, and me bawling my eyes out.
Wow.
So no, it was a good experience. We had an absolute blast, and the shout out to Ivoryology and Tacoma Bridal Suite. They were amazing. So yeah, it was cool. It was definitely, I was worried about being too, about it being so girly and all of that. And it was not weird like that at all. So it was really fun. But went and did that, awesome. And then came home and chilled out for the rest of the day, and, kind of jumped on a Zoom with some ladies in the Prove It community. And yeah, that's about the extent of my day. So it was nice. It was a good day. Good day.
Yeah.
What'd you guys end up doing yesterday?
Of course, the walk, and then went to the casino and lost. Then I went to the gym, and then we went out to my sister's in Bellevue.
Oh, that's right.
We ended up going out to eat to this Taiwanese place, of course.
Yeah.
Self and all that. And then went back to her place and played games. But getting there was a nightmare, because whoever thought it was a brilliant idea to close the entire 405.
Oh, shoot. I forgot about that. Yeah, 405 was closed.
From like Renton to
the S curves, right? To like way up there. Yeah.
All the way to her exit. And so
of course it was.
I ended up going 18 to like Maple Valley Highway, and then the back ways.
Yeah.
29-minute drive or whatever turned into 40+ minute drive. And, all the back streets were jam-packed. And I'm like, who in their fucking right mind thinks it's a brilliant idea to shut down a major freaking freeway?
Welcome to Washington.
Yeah. Fucking dumbasses.
Welcome to Washington.
Why don't you schedule it so it's only a few lanes of road being worked on, so it keeps traffic flowing?
Or nighttime. I mean,
yeah,
that part.
Because they don't want to pay the money to pay night crews. That's what it is.
That's what it comes down to. Yeah, I did actually see that sign when I was coming back from Bothell on Friday. I totally spaced that. Yeah. So in my mind, I was like, well, good thing I don't travel the 405 often.
Right.
Right on. Well, that's good. Yeah, and today we're
Yeah.
heading to the fair here in a little bit and go spend some I really only like to go look at the booths and like see what kind of stuff is there and the vendors and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I don't really do the rides or anything like that. And
I'll be real. I only go there for the food.
I mean, yeah, that too. So I'm only going for that and just something to do to get out of the house and walk and,
Yeah.
you know, get some movement in and that kind of stuff. So, but yeah,
It's cool.
so I'm going to Florida.
Yeah.
I literally just booked. Well, here was I mean, I told you I had that long conversation with Justin.
Yeah.
And then I looked at flights Friday night and I was like, there's no way. I was like, and then remembered that Jason and I still have a companion flight that we could use. So I checked it this morning together for him and I to go. It's $1,000 for flights. And then, so I had that screen open to just kind of tally it up, like what it's going to cost. Well, then I went to book the hotel room. My entire hotel stay is free because of my Marriott points. That probably was the deciding factor right there.
Yeah.
And so I booked the hotel. And then, we have some other trips that we have to take coming up as well. And so we kind of laid everything out budget wise to see if it's, going to make sense and we can swing it. So I'm going to go ahead and go and
Nice.
see what happens. So
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I think it will be. I think I need to go. Number one, as well as I do that there's nothing like events. So
Yeah.
I am excited for that part for sure. Yeah, I think it will be good. So we'll see. We'll see. It could be just like any other event, but it might not be. So we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy for you that you're going. You know.
Yeah. I
If,
need that right now. Like where I am and I got on a Zoom last night with some other women in the private community and I just had to get real honest and vulnerable about where I am right now. And I was like, I know from the outside looking in, it looks like I have it all together, but if you guys knew what was really going on, like that's not the case. So
yeah.
as much as you guys say that you need, this, that, and the other, so do I. So,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
this morning was kind of an eye opener for me too, because it was like, so I go to my meetings on Sunday and I chaired the meeting because it's my birthday month. And I picked the topic of
Well, this is going to be good. I can't wait.
finding balance
Okay.
because it seems to be a common theme in my life that whether it's with my health or my sobriety, that I go balls to the wall on stuff
Yeah.
and not really burn out, but get like AA's case is like resentments. And I use that as an excuse to
Yeah.
step away. And, early in my sobriety, I went to a crap ton of meetings. I was really involved. I went to events like there's one was last weekend, which was Seaside.
Uh huh. Did you go to Seaside?
I didn't.
But you used to, is what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I used to be heavily involved, and I talked about how that is like, I attend maybe one meeting, at least one meeting a week. I meet with my sponsor every week, but I'm not involved at
Yeah.
all.
Right.
And so it was all about balance. And it was like this lady that lives in Idaho, they've come to the meeting a couple times, but I don't remember her really.
Yeah.
And she pulled me aside after the meeting and she's like, I wanted to share, but there just wasn't enough time. But I can totally relate to your story. And she's like, I've followed you on Facebook for a long time. And, your stuff that you post inspires me. And I was like, well, to be honest, that's one of the things that I've stopped doing as of late as
Mm-hmm.
well. Like, I don't post much on social media, except for if it wasn't for the podcast, I wouldn't be posting anything. And I was
Right.
like, I don't post the
Same.
podcast to my main page. I post
Mm-hmm.
it to Friendship Frequency and Life by Aaron page.
Right.
And she's like, well, I need to watch that. We got a long drive home to Idaho. So I'm going to
Girl, there
jump
is
on.
plenty of episodes. Shout out,
Yeah.
sister.
She's like, I've always loved you. You're real, you're honest, and you need to get back to sharing on your main page, regardless of what you're going through, because you don't realize how much you impact others.
Message.
And I was like, shit, here we go. And so
Number one, I love her already. I think we have a tendency, right, to forget that the world, I shouldn't say we, I have a tendency that the world is bigger than just me. You know what I mean? To forget that the world is bigger than just me. And that the things I do, say, or do, or don't do and say have effect on other people because we have such a presence on social media, because of the communities that we're involved in.
yeah.
And so when those resentments creep in for me, or excuses, or whatever story I decide to tell myself that day, um, I forget that the world is bigger than just me. And I have to make a conscious effort to, again, not let the outside affect the inside. And I mean, that we're human. Like, that's going to happen, right? Like, we're human. We're not bulletproof. Stuff affects us just like it does every other person.
Mm-hmm.
But I think because of this podcast, the presence that we carried in the Prove It community, the presence that we have in even our outside circles, like, people just assume that we have it all together and that we don't go through struggles and the self-doubt, the self-worth, the all of the ordinary struggles that everyday people go through. And I think sometimes, like, and this is just me thinking for myself, like, I think sometimes it's more pressure. It's more for us than it is for a lot of people, you know?
Yeah.
And it's pressure that we put on ourselves. Like, make no mistake, it's definitely a pressure I put on myself, but I have a tendency to forget that the world is bigger than just me. And I got to remember that, you know, like, what the whole purpose of this was, what the whole purpose of being involved with Prove It was, and just, it's bigger than just me. It's bigger than just the P&W. It's bigger than all of that. So that, that conversation that you had with her kind of put that in perspective for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure. I
So,
mean, I met the point that I got out of it is, like, to be honest, like, I don't post the motivational stuff that I was posting before just because I'm not feeling it. Like, there's not
right.
necessarily anything that's going on in my life that is causing that, other than, I guess, my mindset,
Yeah.
for one, because it's got to start there. But, you know, to know that I can't just post the good stuff that's going on, I have to post the struggles and be honest and vulnerable. And I do that on the podcast. I don't hide
Yeah.
that at all.
Right.
But, there's not necessarily one thing that's going on in my life that
Yeah.
has caused my mindset or my mood to go down, other than, yeah, I'm not eating properly. I'm not feeding my body right.
Right.
I'm still doing the exercises, but it's like, I'd rather put good stuff out there than
Yeah.
negative stuff. But I need to realize that people need to hear the struggles as well.
Right. And the crazy
So,
thing is, Aaron, like we know this.
yeah.
This is stuff that we know, right? Like how many times have we heard be real, post the good, the bad, the ugly, all of that.
Yeah.
But it's like not that we intentionally forget, but like I think for me, like when things are going really, really good, it's really, really good. And then when the bottom falls out, I'm like, I don't know
Yeah.
what to do with that, you know? And I mean, I
Yeah.
guess
It's
get
like,
on and post, the bottom fell out. Like, I don't know.
yeah, it's almost like not having the energy or the mental capacity
Yes,
to
100%. To
post
people,
about it.
to
Yeah.
people. To me, it's to people. And that means
Yeah.
social media, in person, phone calls. I isolate. Like, I will isolate. And not because, yes, because I don't have the mental capacity to deal with other people and their energies, but also because I don't want to bleed on anybody else.
Uh,
And I know the the same way that that statement comes out of my mouth, I know that the best thing I can do for me during those situations is to reach out to people.
yeah.
So it's like that internal battle, that struggle of reach out so you can get some, mental clarity on where your head is right now or bleed all over people. And I don't want to be the energy sucker. Like that's my biggest thing. I don't want to be the energy sucker, the vampire. So that's why I isolate. And
Yeah.
I have to learn to not do that. I have to learn that it's okay for me to have those moments of weakness or periods of weakness, whatever. And number one, forgive myself. Number two, the people that are in my life that truly honestly care about me are not going to look at me different because I go through
Yeah.
that. And that's the story I tell myself.
Yeah.
So look at us growing on the podcast every day, every Sunday, every Sunday. So
Yeah.
what do you feel like you're going to do with that conversation?
I know the answer, but whether I'll do it or not, it's a different
Right.
story.
Yeah. I get that 100%. 100%. I completely relate to that more than I can even tell you.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean, and it's not so much that I want to hide from people that I'm, going through an internal battle or whatever it is. Like, I honestly don't even know
yeah.
what it is. I don't know if it's like seasonal depression. I don't know if it's, the fact that I'm not eating right. I don't know, because let's be honest, and I've talked about it, I'm at a stage where I just don't give a fuck about others. Like,
Hmm.
I care about people that are close to me,
Right.
but my main purpose of posting was to inspire and motivate other people. And it's like, if I can't motivate myself to do the simple shit, like, what's the point?
I get that. Like I relate to that because I can't relate to the point where, or to the part where you say you can't necessarily identify it, like what it is. Like for me, it's the food, the diet for sure. Like I know that's the issue, but I don't know why I do it or what is making me do it or how I'm justifying. It's like I was telling you when we were talking the other day. It's like I get in that loop of, oh, well, you already fucked up for today, so you might as well go all in, you know?
Yeah.
And that's like it's a constant loop of like I don't know, destruction. I don't know what it would be, but like I get in that loop and I don't know how to number one stop playing the loop, but number two like make a deviation to where it changes something. So no, I totally relate to that. 100%.
Yeah. The section of the big book I read this morning was about, there is a solution. And the last part of what I read was, you know, I'm going to stop like banging my hand on the bar and be like, how did I get to this place again?
Yeah.
I'll stop after the sixth drink. Or no, what's the purpose of stopping? I've already done it.
Right.
So it's
Right.
like, that's
Yeah.
that internal
Dude,
struggle.
yeah. That is it right there. Yeah. Yeah. I thought you were about to tell me some life-changing solution just now. Damn it.
I meant, let's
But
be real.
that's
There is a life changing solution in that book, and I could apply
to
my eating
several. Yeah.
problems to the 12 steps, but that's just something that I
It's
haven't done,
such
or
a
I guess I'm not willing to. I don't know.
it's such a messed up addiction too, right? Like because you have to eat to live. Like you have to have food.
Yeah.
And so like the overindulging is what gets me.
Yeah.
Like I don't necessarily eat well. Let's be honest. Lately, I've ate like shit, like terrible.
Yeah.
But that didn't start till probably the last month, maybe. But before that, I was eating fairly healthy, but like overindulging in it and justifying, oh, well, it's healthy, so you're fine. Like,
Yeah.
it's healthy. That fifth salad you just had, it's healthy because it's salad. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, I mean, I don't think I was eating five salads, but just you get the point. Like,
Yeah.
I justify it. And then when eating the crap started, it was like, well, you're already this far gone. Like, what difference is one more cheeseburger going to make? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, what difference
I mean,
is one more
it's
Reese's
definitely
peanut butter cup going to make?
it's definitely irrational. Like I look at when I was doing 75 hard, and I was doing strictly carnivore, and the rationalization was that I can eat as much meat as I want,
Yeah.
and I had some success. But let's be real, I would have had better success if I didn't eat as much.
Yeah.
And then when I got out of 75 hard, and I was like, well, I'm going to focus on building muscle. So I'm going to incorporate carbs because carbs are needed for that. So my
Right.
mind goes to, okay, and keep in mind that I ate zero rice, I ate zero pasta, I ate zero bread, and I didn't eat sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Then I go to the opposite spectrum. Well, I'm going to build weight, so I need to eat. I'm eating rice, I'm eating pasta, I'm eating candy.
The other
And it's
extreme
not,
opposite.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, that could be done, but you still need moderation.
Right.
Um,
Moderation is our problem, friend. Like, that's our
yeah,
issue right there.
yeah.
I,
I would be fine if I tracked my calories, but that's a pain in the ass. Let's be
right.
real.
That's the other thing that's messing with me too, right? Like Facebook memories. They
Yeah,
could go straight to hell.
right.
Like, I look back at where we were a year ago and I see a totally different person. And it is like gut wrenching for me.
Yeah,
And it's like, how do you, and then it's like you have to mourn, like, I feel like I have to mourn the loss. Does that make sense? Like, and that's all part of that loop that plays in my head. Like, how in the freak did we end up back here again?
yeah.
And
And it sucks. Like you already beat yourself up enough about it,
yeah,
and if somebody makes a comment about it,
yeah,
like we got back from my sister's last night, and we stopped out at a Taiwanese grocery store when we were in Bellevue, so we were putting away groceries. And I'm like in between the fridge door and the counter behind me, and couldn't open the fridge door enough. And my partner was like, "Oh, because your belly's too big." And my first thought was like, "You." And I look at, like, whenever my uncle sees me and he has to make a comment about my weight, it's just like any time in my life that somebody else has commented
yeah.
about my weight, like it's triggered me. I
Oh,
remember my nephew,
absolutely.
my young cousin. I was probably 14 or 15, and he's like 9 or 10, and he commented about my weight, and I smacked him across the face. I was like,
Because it's such a pain point. It's such a pain point. Like,
yeah,
I don't think anybody has said anything about mine directly to me, but it's not, it's obvious, right? Like, and of course, Jason, God bless the man. He's like, babe, it will never, ever bother Jason, ever, right? Like, ever. Trust me, he loves every square inch of all of this.
Yeah.
So, but like, we were having a conversation the other day, and I told him, I was like, babe, I'm at the highest weight I've ever been. I was like, and I don't even care about the number. Like, it's not the number. It's the fact that like my body hurts. I was like, and I'm terrified of, well, Tab, you have diabetes, or Tab, you have X, Y, and Z, and you need to get this under control. And then having that conversation with Justin, Justin said something to me that I will never forget. And Justin said to me, he said, what's it going to take? He said, what's it going to take? He said, is it going to take the diagnosis? Is it going to take the fact that you can't get up and move with your grandbaby the way that you want to? And I think that conversation with him was so profound with me because Justin has never been that direct and honest with me before. Like, so it was a different dynamic in our conversation, number one. But number two, like the statement of what's it going to take, like, honest to God, what is it going to take?
Yeah, because
Like,
I've said that to you before, but
yes.
you're
Yeah.
so used to me being honest that coming from somebody that's
Yeah. Like, honest to
hasn't
God,
been that up front.
what is it going to take? You know? And that's what scares me. Like, Jason loves me and will never say that to me. But I told him, I said, it's not the number. It's my health. Like, I'm literally, if it weren't for ketones, I probably would already have a diagnosis. Like, let's be for real. Ketones is probably the one thing that's keeping me from getting the diagnosis and cleaning out my veins and all the things. And you know what I mean? It's doing what it can with what it's got. But the reality is like, ugh, like I'm signing my own death sentence. And I know that. And I still cannot connect the dots to do what I need to do.
Yeah.
To change it. Like, it's so irrational. And I can, like, I'm aware, like I can identify that. And like, this is the first time ever in my life where I've thought to myself, okay, you really are an addict. Like, I battled with it before and kind of nah. Now 100% I know
Yeah.
I am absolutely a food addict
And
without a
that's the
shadow of
thing
a
with
doubt.
addiction. Like alcoholism and drug abuse is running your family,
Huh?
and you didn't go down that route. Foods are addiction. I mean, I got drugs, alcohol, food. I smoked. We're searching for something. Because we get dopamines
Yeah.
release when we
Yeah.
eat. I got dopamine when I drank or did drugs. So like, what is it that?
It, for me, it's the physical feeling of feeling full,
Yeah.
of feeling whole. It's the, I don't know. Like, I know that much. Like, I love that feeling of feeling like full, all that, like over full. And I
Yeah, I
don't know
don't
if
like
it's
that
the
feeling, but
safety, not like miserable, but like full.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I don't know if it's the safety or I've associated with that with safety and security. I don't
yeah.
know. Like, it definitely.
It's funny because me and my sponsor are reading this book about the interpretation of the Big Book, and
Mhm.
a couple of weeks ago we were reading a description of what the difference is between an alcoholic and a normie. And the description of a normie is when alcohol hits their mouth or their lips, they get, after they've had a couple, they're like, oh, it's making me feel weird.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop. Well, versus an alcoholic, when you take that first sip, you get this feeling when the alcohol touches your lips. Then you get this feeling when it touches your tongue and you get this feeling when it goes down your throat and you feel it all the way through your body and you love that feeling. And then it's a receptor in the brain that it's like, and I feel that with food, like certain foods, like, oh my God, just like
Yes,
put it
literally. For real.
Yeah.
For real. Yes. Percent. It definitely, it scares me for both of us. I think it's a super vulnerable place for both of us too, which is different for us as in a dynamic as in our friendship, because usually it's one or the other. You know what I mean? One of us is strong enough to carry the other one, vice versa. But now it's both of us like that are both recognizing this, and like that part is kind of scary for me too. And the fucking the here we go again. Let's start over again. Like for fuck's sake, I'm sick and tired of starting over. Like but I also know that if I don't, it's just going to continue to be worse, you know?
Yeah.
And it's the starting that's scaring me. Honestly, like it's the starting and the buckling down and the getting up early and going to the gym and doing the things. Like that's the part that I'm just like, fucking hell. If you would have just stuck with it the first time, bitch, you would be done by now. Like
but that's not reality though. Cuz it doesn't matter if you're working out.
Yeah, true, the food part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, if we can't identify why we have that relationship with food that we do and resolve that problem, it doesn't matter. It's just going to be a continuous cycle. That's something I realize, but I don't know how to identify that problem. Because like in my situation, I walk just about every morning and I work out every day just about, but my food's not like right. So I have to like, and it's like, the people in the comments are like, well, just don't put the food in your mouth.
The people in the comments can fuck right off.
Right?
Sons of bitches.
It's people that don't have eating problems or association with food or addiction.
Do you think it's as simple?
They're never going to understand.
Simple as the treat aspect of food, like we worked out today, we worked really hard, let's treat ourselves.
No.
I don't think so either. Because at first I did, right? Like I was like, you worked really hard today, you deserve that piece of cake at the end of the week. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's what it was in the beginning. And then it kind of snowballed from there.
Yeah.
And like my weakness is queso dip. Dude. And this new queso dip that Jason makes now, it's even better than mine. And I was like, maybe we should make some today. I could drink it. Like, that's how good it is. Like, I don't even need chips. A spoon. Like, it's just so. And then that sickening feeling after, that just disgust with myself. Just utter, ugh.
Yeah.
And here starts the loop. Yeah,
because it's like we've both been on a pattern where we eat right, and it's not sustainable because we always get that feeling to come back.
Yeah.
That says, the rationalization in our minds that we tell ourselves that we've been doing good, we can cheat, we can have this or that. And it's a complete feeling.
And it is the food too, because like, as you were saying that just now, I thought, but we would never let each other like cheat on a workout.
Yeah.
Or skip a workout. Like we moved heaven and earth in Vegas to make sure you could get 75 hard done when you were doing it the second time. Like we would never let each other skip out on that. But I think both of us would be like, it's okay. Go ahead and eat that.
Yeah. And it's like with a certain person, I wasn't there. I was just told second party, but a certain person was like, Aaron's eating pizza and he's
Yeah,
on
yeah, yeah,
75
yeah, yeah,
hard.
yeah. I remember
You
what you're
know,
talking about.
that kind of triggered me, like, because it was like,
Yeah.
obviously,
Triggered me. Pissed me the hell off. Like,
because it
one,
was
because
like,
it was about you, but two, like, mind your business. Like, stay in
right.
your lane. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
100%.
that comes back to people commenting about, food or my weight, mind your fucking business.
Right. Thank you very much. So,
Right. No, no, nobody's judging you because you have this. Yeah.
yeah. Easy where you go, friend. Easy where you go. Well, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Right.
So then it really does come down to finding the balance because the reality is, Aaron, these foods that we're addicted to are not going anywhere. The fact that we have to eat is not going anywhere. Although, if somebody could come up with something, hit your girl up. I will gladly be a beta tester. Like,
Right.
so we have to find the balance to be able to live our everyday lives, but still be able to celebrate and enjoy, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
go out to dinner with family and friends and whatever. Like, still live a normal everyday life and not keep yourself so restricted. I think that's another part of it too, is like after 75 hard the first time, we were so restricted to just carnivore, right?
Yeah.
So the second we came off 75 hard, I was like, thank God a piece of lettuce. Like, you know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
think the restriction caused me or was one of the things in my mind that I justified I could go buck wild.
Yeah.
And so finding that balance, at least for me, is going to be the only way that it works and crucial because I'm never going to not want to have that ability to celebrate and go to dinner and do things with friends and that kind of life,
Yeah.
like, and that's in my culture. Like,
Yeah. I
somebody's
meant to.
graduating high school, party, fiesta, enchiladas.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, let's be real. Like, one piece of cake isn't going to kill us,
no, I
but
know.
it's the repetitive and like maybe the size. But
Yeah.
I
It's
think
the one
even
piece of
with,
cake every day.
yeah, I think it boils down to, yeah, you can have balance and do that stuff, but we have to still get to a point where that piece of cake isn't going to trigger us to just
Emotionally, right?
to like, it all comes down to the relationship with food that needs to be
Yeah.
fixed before. It doesn't matter what you do, and I say it over and over, it doesn't matter if you do weight loss surgery, take a peptide or a GLP-1, or you drink ketones, that if you can't get to the root cause of why we have the relationship with food that we do,
Yeah.
it's gonna be this repetitive cycle.
100%.
I mean, but like, to get there and identify the problem is the struggle.
Yeah.
What's it gonna take? I mean, even for me, like, I was to a point where I was type 2 diabetic on 4 different diabetes meds, two high blood pressure meds, high cholesterol meds. Yeah, I chose to make a decision because I was miserable, but I still keep going back. Like, I'm not gorging on, I'm definitely not eating the way I used to, like, in
Yeah.
terms of when I would just say fuck it and go balls to the wall and sit there and eat a whole bag of chips. I'm definitely not making the right food choices,
How
you know?
close are you to that, though?
And then I think the saving grace for me is me working out. Like, I'm not trying to completely blow up what I got going on. I definitely know that I've put on weight. I haven't stepped on the scale since
Don't do it. Trust me.
we
Don't
ended
do it.
we ended 75 hard, but I know, like, I'm
Yeah.
bigger around, my belly's bigger, my clothes are tighter, and it's not necessarily I'm not at that point where I'm going to say fuck it. You know, I'm just I'm using the tools that I have, and I know keep it on the edge until I can
Figure it
figure
out.
out why I have the relationship with food that I do. I'm I've already told you that I ordered Receptide,
Mm-hmm.
and I've said on the podcast that I'll never do a GLP-1. Well, I'm going to do it
Yeah.
because I don't want to get I'm not like 100% miserable like I was, but I hurt. I don't know if the breathing is due to one of the peptides I was taking, so I stopped taking that. I don't know if it's because I've put on weight, but I'm willing to try it to give me that lifeline to figure out why I have the relationship with food that I do. So I'm not so far gone that I have no choice.
Yeah.
Because,
Oh, go ahead.
like, I know the ketones work. I'm just not willing to, like, go to the extent of cutting out everything like I did to lose the weight the first time.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be this much of a struggle to eat.
I think for me, full disclosure, I was at fuck it. And I think just, I don't know why I keep coming back to, not necessarily to doing bad, but I keep coming back to, you gotta fix this. Like if I really truly was at you know what I mean? Like I felt like I was at fuck it. It is what it is. Like your husband loves you. You don't need to worry about blah, 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 whatever. Like that's the story I was telling myself. But the problem is I do not love me like this. And that is why I keep coming back to, I have to do something. I have to be here for my kids. And my kids are grown adults. Like Jaden's about to graduate high school. But I can't imagine having to call my kids and tell them I just was diagnosed with whatever.
Yeah.
I am not okay with me where I am. And my kids and Jason, everybody in my life that I care about, but most importantly, myself, like I deserve to be better. And I just need to figure out this addiction and this just it's chaos up here. Like when it comes to food, it's just straight chaos and I I don't function in chaos. Like I cannot compute and I just yeah, I don't know. Something and I don't know what something is, but something has to give and if I cannot figure it out, the something that's going to give is going to be me.
Yeah.
And I'm not willing to do that yet. You know what I mean? Like so
Yeah, I mean it's a struggle because, like you mentioned earlier, that all our other problems, it's either one or the other person, and the
yeah.
other person has gone through it and has the
Yeah.
advice to give to the other to help them out. Whereas this situation, we're both in it.
But I think this is the first time we've both been truly honest about it too. At
Yeah.
least for me. Like I've never brought this out before,
Yeah.
you know? And it is this is a new demon. Well, not new, but new surfacing. And openly I'll admit that it is whooping my ass right now, you know? And all the self-development and all the stuff that we know is not doing the things like
Yeah.
so it's just the struggle is for sure real. For sure real.
Yeah.
And I've said tomorrow, I can't tell you how many times. And that's the scary part.
Right.
Yeah. I definitely have thought about the GLP-1 shot myself. I actually have a doctor's appointment on the 24th, next Friday, to see if it's something that would be good for me, not good for me, get, get a baseline of where I'm at. I dread that appointment like the damn plague. I just want you to know. But
Yeah.
I also need to know where I'm starting, what my blood looks like. In my mind, like I can see them drawing blood and it being like just fat that comes out. Like I know that's like such a dramatic, but in my mind I was like, oh my God, it'll be blood, but like greasy, shiny blood. Like
Right.
I don't know. I know this though, friend. Like we have been better before. Whether it was truly better or not remains to be seen because of where we are now. But we are capable of better. We definitely deserve better. Thank God we don't. You will never go through it alone, and I will never go through it alone.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I don't think anything we've done has been a waste of time because it's helped us grow.
Absolutely. 100%.
You know, the stuff that we've learned has put us in a good mindset on the surface to try to deal with the stuff that we go through, but ultimately it's not an end game solution.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I need to identify the root cause. And, you know, I don't know what it's going to take to change my relationship with food. I don't want it to get to a point where I despise food or think it's a bad thing.
That part.
Yeah.
That part. And I don't want to be like binge eating in my car or sneaking it. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that, like, then it's bigger than me.
Yeah.
Then it's time for us to check in somewhere. Like, God forbid that happen. And I'm saying this for both of us. If we get to that point, and I pray to God that we don't, we get there, it's time for us to check in because at that point, it's bigger than us. And you know me, I'll put somebody in therapy in a second. Like, if we get there, Aaron, it's bigger than us. And then at that point, we need to call in the professionals. And that's being honest and vulnerable. Like I don't want it to get there, but I would not be shocked if it does for me.
Yeah.
Like being 100% honest.
That's the thing is like, you know, the medical community, if, you know, in most cases, they're just going to send us to a nutritionist. And it's like, yeah, I know how to eat right. It's just a matter of doing it. Right. Like, what is the cause that makes us constantly choose to not eat things that are good for us or eat too much of it? Yeah. What is that cause? Because it doesn't matter if you teach me how to eat right.
It has nothing to do with the actual food itself, right? It is the emotions and the triggers that come with it.
100%.
Like, it's not the actual food itself. I have freaking edamame beans sitting in my pantry right now. Like, they're healthy. They are definitely healthy. They taste like garbage.
Crap.
But it is the emotions and the feelings that we get from eating the shit that we eat. Whether it's good for you or bad for you. Yeah. It does that. There is no differentiating when it comes to the emotion of it.
100%.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, now that we all left you pondering and we don't have a solution for you.
That's what we do, Frank. God.
If you struggle with this issue, comment in the comments. Let us know.
If you're an asshole and you have something negative to say, keep scrolling. We ain't got time for you or your comments. So, I love you, friend. We'll figure it out.
Love you too, my friend. Yes.
One little baby step at a time.
Yeah, we'll get there. Amen. I have faith that we will.
We have to. We don't have a damn choice.
Right.
So, all right, y'all. Until next time.
Peace out. Please like, subscribe, and share, and don't be afraid to reach out to us with feedback and topic ideas. We are here to offer hope to everyone, and we cannot do this without you. Until next week, I'm Aaron.
I'm Tab.
This is the Friendship Frequency. This is who we are. This is what we do. Have a great night. Peace.